is happening, all you beautiful, beautiful people? Your boy, the Vaslap, is in the building. It is the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. We've got the tail end of the Europa League. 2 games coming at you. 2 games will determine if we can move to the next round of the Europa League. We have to win the Europa League to get Champions League football. I feel like that is our only way. So hopefully these 2 games can do that for us. I say that because as we look at the league table, you can see we are 6 points behind Hoffenheim in 4th place. We're 3 points ahead of Stuttgart in 6th place. There's 3 games left of the league. Hoffenheim needs to lose. Well, they need to lose all 3 of them because our goal difference is not great this season. I mean, it's not bad, but we have conceded 39 goals, which is not great. And just looking at Hoffenheim's schedule, you can see maybe Leipzig can do something. Düsseldorf and St. Pauli should be fairly easy results from them since they're near the bottom half of the table. So it's not looking likely. So I think 5th is probably the best we can get this season, which is a little bit disheartening considering that our first season that we had, we did finish 3rd, and then we've kind of progressively got a little bit worse throughout the season. I mean, if you look at the season where we came 3rd, scored 55, conceded 35, 64 points. And then the previous season where we finished 5th, 53 goals scored, 30 conceded, which was less, but less points because we drew a lot more games. And then this season, we've just been absolutely abysmal. 8 losses is just not going to cut it in this one. 60 goals scored, most goals we've ever scored in the league. 39 goals conceded, most goals we've ever conceded in the league. So, yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. But like I said, today we are taking on Real Sociedad. By the time we get to the second game, we'll probably have a much clearer image of where we can finish because there is a game in between. Hoffenheim do play there. This is the semi-final. We win this, we could be seeing a final, guys. We could be seeing a final. Right, this is the game for Real Sociedad. Silva, Lombardi, Koistra, Martinez, Cesar, Kikadakis, Corral, Dun, O'Shaughnessy, Bibi, Iñaki, and Chavez. Iñaki recently coming back in the squad, picked up a nice little goal as well. When I have decided, I just decided now on the little in-between part while I was setting up my team. If we go to the final, I'll show that final today. In fact, let's do all 3 games today. Why not? Let's get to the end of that season. Let's start a transfer special next episode. How about that? That is what we're going to do. So we got Real Sociedad coming up today. Real Sociedad currently sitting in 10th place in La Liga. It is a match we should be winning considering they're in 10th place and quite well off the pace of European football next season. So hopefully we can pick them up. They had a little bit of an easier run. I want to say easier run. They had Atlanta in the second round of the Europa Conference League. In this round of 16, they did take on Slavan Bratislava. They did finish in the top half of the phase. I think they finished actually above us in the league phase, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they finished 2nd in the league phase. So they've been doing very well there. But let's see what happens. We're taking them on. Right, we're about 7 minutes into the game. Cesar with the long throw, trying to find Koistra. Not where he should be throwing Koistra. He should be going to the head. We have made the decision to bring in Martinez ahead of Follet. Martinez has been playing a little bit better in more recent games. He also picked up a goal, which was quite cool. Yazin Iñaki, though, he's through on goal. Astralaga got the hand to it. It does go out for... Iñaki was offside anyway. It wouldn't have counted. Right, we're moving into the 25-minute mark, about halfway through the first half. Nunez for Real Sociedad running it down the wing and easily passes Cesar and Lombardi out on that side. In fact, it was Bibi, not Lombardi. Carrillo brings down his man. Marquez in the box, trying to take the shot. Silva gets a hand to it. That was a fantastic save from the Portuguese international goalkeeper now. He is... I think he's Portugal's #1 now, if I'm not mistaken, at 27 years old. Lombardi with the free kick. About 7 minutes left of the half. going all the way across goal. That was, I think, Lumbarteres was lurking there. You don't want to do that kind of pass with a striker pressing so hard on the defense. Kikidakis finds Iñaki, a good ball through for Chavez! Federico Chavez! It's not going to count. I saw the flag being raised on the far side. That's going to hurt. Yeah. When you see the flag, generally it's going to be offside. The system doesn't get those wrongs. Was he? I don't know why it randomly starts like halfway through a build-up. Oh, I mean, that was close, ref. I want to see lines. I want to see the lines. Give me the lines. I don't think that was offside. Don't think that was offside. I think that goal should have counted. Half-time at... Where are we even playing? I didn't even check Real Sociedad's stadium name. What is it called? The Real Arena. I was going to do away day, and then I decided to do all 3 games. So, Real Arena, it is 0-0 at the moment. Half-time, yeah, I'm going to shot at the players. They need to do better. We've only had 2 shots on target, and it's been absolutely poor football in general for us to watch because it's just not been great. My assistant manager keeps telling me to work the ball into the box, but at this point, we're not even getting anywhere near the box to work it into it, so I don't see the point in that. I'm going to do what my assistant says. I'm going to try and work the ball into the box. Apparently, that he's been badgering on me since the first half. Their cross goes over the top. Lewis will pick it up here. Cuts inside. Easily dispossesses Cesar. Takes the shot, and Cesar comes to the rescue. I mean, ideally in this situation, we want a goal away from home would be a deal to go 1-0 up. A 0-0 draw away from home is not the end of the world, I guess. Nunes with the shot. It's not the end of the world. We haven't had the best away record in the Europa League, so we are going to make some swaps, though, because our players are looking absolutely horrible. I think Kikidakis on the 634 is terrible. We're bringing in Villar to play there. Elsewhere, BB on a 625 is absolutely disgusting. He's coming off. Chavez is also coming off for Leighton. I'm just making whole changes. We have been absolutely poor. You know what? Iñaki's been absolutely poor too. Let's just change the full front 3. Yeah, let's see if that makes any sort of difference because we've just been so bad in the final third. Right, so we've got about 10 minutes left. I've just changed the roles for the 2 midfielders. I've made O'Shaughnessy attacking midfielder. I've made Carrillo advanced playmaker. We need to try and get into that final third. We need to bump those on-target numbers. Junior finds the long pass to Cesar. Nicely done. Carrillo finds Cesar. Back to Carrillo. Back to Cesar. I don't know why it's lagging like this, and it's annoying me. Cesar goes all the way back to Lombardi. Works the ball into the box like we put the instruction on Carrillo. That one's going to count. It took us 88 minutes, but we've finally managed to break down Real Sociedad. I made the change to change the roles, get them a bit more forward. I felt like we were struggling a little bit in this game, especially in the midfield. The channel midfield and the midfield playmaker weren't really pushing enough, and I felt like there was a space to produce some real golden opportunities. Carrillo has stepped up. And now we're on the attack again just 2 minutes later. Lombardi finding Cesar. Back to Lombardi. Brilliant ball for Junior. He is onside. Back to Lombardi. O'Shaughnessy. Cesar. Lombardi back to O'Shaughnessy. Goes, finds Arnold. Cross to Cesar. This is beautiful. Cesar is through. It's 2. It's 2. Cesar with a beautiful... That was a beautiful play, guys. That was absolutely beautiful. Lombardi, Cesar, O'Shaughnessy, Arnold, Junior, everybody involved in that one. And that was absolutely brilliant. I mean, it took us 88 minutes to get into the game properly. By 92 minutes, we are absolutely dominating. 2-0 up now. And, I mean, the home leg is looking good for us. It's looking very, very tasty. I love the fact that we've won 2-0 in the dying moments. Shout out to Carrillo, Lombardi. Those two really changed the game a little bit. In the other game, Benfica beating Standard Liège at home 3-2. So, looks like at this point, if it stays the way it does, it will be us versus Benfica. An old rival from an old VVC challenge, isn't it? And those that remember the Porto days, hey? And you know what? We'll see you guys for the second leg. That's coming up in a week's time. I've got Wolfsburg in between. We're not caring too much about the league at the moment because we obviously can see it's very unlikely that Hoffenheim lose all 3 games and we win all 3 games. We could win all 3 games, but there's no way they're losing all 3 games. We'll see you guys for the second leg. Folks, we are back for the second game in the Europa League. Any Bundesliga hopes that we had went out the window with a 0-0 draw to Werder Bremen. That's right. There's pretty much no hope now. We are 6 points behind Hoffenheim. Mathematically, we could catch up, but that goal difference. I mean, 15 goal difference. If there's a 15 goal swing, we've got to win 7-0. They've got to lose 8-0 in one of the, well, we've got to win by 7 goals of our 2 games. So maybe a 4-0 and a 3-0. They need to lose 4-0, 4-0 in both their games. Yeah, it's pretty much done and dusted. Don't see us coming into 4th. In terms of 5th, though, that is under jeopardy because Stuttgart are just 1 point behind us now. We need to win our last 2 games for them. If we win one and they lose one, we'd be fine, but we need to win one of them. But that's all for later in the episode because now we are taking on Real Sociedad, and this is the team that is going to start against Real Sociedad, just with one minor change there. Silva in goals, Lombardi, Cuesta, Martinez, Cesar, Kikidakis, Busten, O'Shaughnessy, Bibi, Arnold, and Chavez. Arnold coming in to replace Iñaki, and you'll notice I've kept the formations as attacking midfielder. I was going to keep it as attacking midfielder and advanced playmaker. I'm going to just change one of those from advanced playmaker to midfield playmaker. And it's not Busten, it should be Carreo coming in there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep him as an attacking advanced playmaker. I think let's go a little bit more aggressive in this one. We are winning at 2-0. Hopefully, we can go and have a final. All right, just under 20 minutes in. Kikidakis looks like he's picked up a minor knock. He isn't fit enough to play through it, so we'll assess that at halftime, or if it gets worse. I do have Villar on the bench. Chavez going across over to Kikidakis, who doesn't have the little cross above his head at the moment. And that was a good save from the keeper as well. In fact, if you look at his fitness levels, he's fully fit. So I don't know why it says it picked up a knock. A groin strain. I mean, sure. They've taken off their right back. Dijkstra was injured and Sanchez came in. He started the game off injured, so I don't understand why they decided to risk him. I mean, it wasn't even like an orange-red. It was like a red-red, you know. Arnold now, though, wins the ball back. O'Shaughnessy finding Kikidakis with his groin strain. Beats his man. Arnold back to Kikidakis. Has the pace and he beats him so easily. Cuts inside, falls for Burnt Arnold. That's the 3rd goal in this tie. 1-0 on the day at home. He's 4th in Europe. A beautiful pass here to beat a run pass for Vereda. He then picked up Arnold, who I thought was going to have a little bit of a one-time shot. And he did. Absolutely fantastic. I wasn't going to say at one time. I thought he was going to have a one-time pass across. Because Chavez and Bibi were on that back post. Arnold's like, I don't need y'all. I'll take the shot. I'll score the goals. Well, halftime is here. And to say that we played a lot better in this game is a bit of an understatement. We have played a lot better in this game. You can tell the players I'm happy. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. They're making their 3 subs. That's their 4 substitutions already made in this game because of that injury. They're really trying to turn things up here. Cesar with the corner. 48 minutes in. Goes deep. It's Cuesta. It's his 2nd European goal. I think it's his 4th goal in Union Berlin colours. The tall, lanky man steps up and heads that home. I think he's Dutch. I want to say he's Dutch. Tim Cuesta. Is that Dutch there or is that German? I can't see. It's very small. They should make it a little bit bigger for us to know what his nationality is. We can see after the game, I guess. I think he's Dutch, though. Kikidakis finds Martinez, who's been playing very well since we brought him in as a permanent starter. Replace Foley. Kikidakis. Beautiful run in there from the Greek, looking to cross deep. Finding Savendal. Can't find him nicely. Kikidakis picks it up. O'Shaughnessy! It's bobbled! Astralaga left a little bit hapless there. I don't know what happened. Federico Chavez, the fastest to react. That's his 6th goal in Europe. And I think that is done and dusted. I think he's onside. I don't think he's offside. Yeah. I don't understand what the keeper was doing here. He tried to play it down. I think he just assumed Chavez was offside. And his touch was a little bit heavier than he expected. And Chavez was like, thanks, bro. I'll take it. 3-0. The long ball played out by Silva and Martinez moving forward. As it stands, we are taking on Benfica. They are winning their tie by 1 goal. It's currently 2-2 in that game. It was 3-2 in the first leg. Nunes is through on goal. He looked way offside. He's rounded Silva. He scores it. It's his 5th goal in the competition. It's going to count, apparently. I don't know. Where was he? He was onside. Who was that playing? Lombardi played him onside. Good finish. Good finish. I'm still not worried. They still need to score another 4 more goals. And we're on attack again. Correo. Lombardi. Goes all the way back. Silva. Kustra. Martinez. Plays across to Kikidakis, who's been absolutely fantastic. Chavez is through on goal. Federico Chavez. That's his 2nd of the game. It's our 4th of the game. There's an offside appeal. I don't think he was offside. I think he was onside. He is onside. He's 2nd of the game. And the striker finally getting back on the score sheet. He's been in a bit of a goal drought as of late. And that's just a brilliant finish, isn't it? I think we can make some swaps now. Rest out some of the players. BB, you can take or come off. We'll bring on Inegay to have a bit of a run. Cesar looking tired. Brenner come in there. Elsewhere, you know what, Lombardi hasn't been playing great lately. We'll bring on Foley to come in there. And then, you know what, O'Shaughnessy can come off. We'll bring on Specht. I'll bring on Specht to play there. We can actually, no, you know what, we'll play Specht there. Give him a run. And now we've picked up an injury. Kikidakis is finally done. Villar will come in. That'll be our last sub. It didn't say that he was injured, so I was a bit annoyed. And it showed that his heart was quite full, so I don't know how he picked up an injury, but if it's a tight strain again, I'm going to be very upset. Anyway, Arnold moving it forward. Can we get number 5? Villar getting his first real taste. Specht. Back to Specht. And turn, he doesn't turn, finds Villar instead. He's going to repeat his man, and he does. Cuts it inside. Federico Chavez, hat-trick. Get in, son. That's how you announce yourself back on the stage. 5-1, 7-1 on aggregate. Beautiful pass here from Villar. Decided to beat number 5. Cuts it inside. Chavez, the quickest to react. The question is, why couldn't we do this in the first leg? As it stands, looking at the bottom here, I can't know if you can see it behind my head. Benfica 2, Standard Liège 2, which means we're probably taking on... we're probably taking on Benfica. Before the game ends, though, Real Sociedad are going to try and grab some pride back with this free kick. Lumba Teres launches to the back post. Martin with the header. And that's his first goal in the Europe. John Martin just staring at the ball. Taking it all in. Feeling it all, realizing there's no reason, there's no way they can score another, 5 goals in 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes plus stoppages. Not going to happen. When I say it's not going to happen, there's another highlight just 30 seconds later, and okay, they've given the ball away. I was going to say that if they get a quick counter-attack here, do I enter panic stations? Probably not. Correo goes across down to Villar. He's going to cross in to find Arnold, who cuts inside, tricks and dances. That's his 2nd of the game. That's our 6th of the game. We are just on fire, guys. Absolutely blazing in this game. And the question is, why couldn't we be more like this, more clinical throughout the season? Because, I mean, if we dispatching the likes of Real Sociedad, yes, I know they're 10th in the La Liga, but they did finish 2nd in Europa League phase. We only finished 6th, so feel like we should have been a little bit more clinical throughout the season. But maybe it's this role. Maybe it's the role change in the midfield that's helped us to become a bit more clinical. I like to think it is, although none of them got assists. But with that all being said, Villar coming off the bench, picking up 2 assists. is something to be noted of. Anyway, that is a beautiful, beautiful finish. I think we're taking on Benfica. I didn't actually look at the last minute results there. 3-2 Benfica, which means they go through 6-4 on aggregate, which means we've got a date with Benfica. And where are we playing? Where's the final going to be played? Does it say? At the Rennes Energies Stadium. Well, I had to go Google it. I remember I did an away day there at least. It was from Cologne. So we are staying in Germany at least. So technically it should be a home game for us, I guess. 3 weeks. Kikidakis is out injured. The league final is in 2 weeks. He probably won't be fit for that one. But we're coming back for that game. We'll give you a recap of the Bundesliga in the last 2 games as well when we get there. Right, ladies and gents, we're making the trip to Cologne. We're taking them on. Big, big game for us. This could mean Champions League football or Europa League football. And Kupri is injured for that league final, by the way. We'll have a look at Benfica. That's who we're taking on. Junior Kupri is injured, so they're losing their star striker. But I mean, in terms of backup, the other backup striker's injured there, I see as well. They've got Thiago Araújo will probably play there. He is very good. 18-year-old, worth 37 million. He is very, very good. I think he's on my Wonder Kids list. They also got Jean Moreno, who could play there. Not probably as good as the other guy. And Falcone, I mean, it's probably going to be Falcone, isn't it? He's all right. I'll take Falcone if they play him. And then they also got Olderfack, who, I mean, he should be the starting midfielder at least. Instead of whoever they got. Yeah, I'm not going to even look at that side. But those are the guys that we're taking on Benfica. Their goalkeeper, Trubin, is retiring. So hopefully we can ruin his retirement and not get a trophy in against us, at least. I didn't check. Where did Benfica, where were they in Portugal? I didn't check that. They're third in Liga Portugal. In fact, Liga Portugal is finished, and they did finish third, quite a little bit off the pace from Sporting and Porto. So I feel like we should be winning this one. It is something we can have a look at. One thing I wanted to just point out, I'm going to just quickly show you, Liverpool are officially relegated from the Premier League. 10 points from safety. That's how far behind they were. Leeds and Southampton will join them in the relegation. Arsenal win the league again. This is a Liverpool team, by the way, that finished 6th the previous season and then gone and relegated. 8th, what is this? 8th, 3rd, 6th, 4th, 3rd. I mean, they've been there and they just got absolutely annihilated when it came to the league. It's a little bit sad, isn't it? But anyway, let's go to our game. We're taking on Benfica. I was trying out some players, giving some of the guys a rest. Likes of Kustra got a bit of a rest. Kikidakis is not 100% back, so he is not ready to play. Brenner is back from his injury, so he will start on the bench. And then I was giving Leighton a bit of a run, but I'm going to play Chavez ahead of him. And then I guess Akani will take the last spot. No, he can't take the last spot. We don't have a last spot on the bench there, so it will be one man short on the bench at least. Silva in goals: Lombardi, Kustra, Martinez, Cesar, Villar, Carrillo, O'Shaughnessy, Bibi, Arnold, and Chavez. Our last 2 games, we won 3-0 and 2-0. Chavez, no, he didn't score a goal. Bibi scored in the second game, the 2-0 victory. Bibi and Arnold both scored those 2 goals. And in the first game, it was Carrillo with the goal, and then 2 goals coming off the bench from Leighton as well. Let's get to the Europa League finals in Cologne. Here we go. I think it's only right that we see the entrance with the Europa League theme song. Yamaguchi leads out Benfica. Cesar leads out Union Berlin. I don't know why we listed as the away team in this one, even though we're in Germany. There's going to be a lot of German fans and they're rooting for us. Of course, Cesar has picked up vice captaincy since Vada basically doesn't start anymore. And we have been doing quite good there in the Europa League. Kickoff is underway. And they're starting off trying to get forward. Villar, by the way, in the last 2 games has been absolutely brilliant for us. He's picked up 4 assists in 2 games. In fact, if you add in the Real Sociedad game, that's 6 assists in 3 games that he has played. He has been absolutely phenomenal on that left-hand side. Falcone now launching forward for Benfica, trying to get on the front foot immediately. It's pulled it in, and Tuccio has managed to score the goal 5 minutes in. Well, I suppose 4 minutes in. Benfica have the lead. Not ideal. Who was that? Koistra just got easily turned inside out. And then Carrillo just didn't stick to Tuccio properly. And in the end, they've scored a goal very early on. There's still a lot of football, though. We can still get back into this. Martinez will play it out from the back. Villar, we've just spoken up 6 assists in 3 games. We'll look to add more to that tally today. Arnold almost lost out there, but he wins it back nicely. He's got some support with him with Bibi. Chavez, Correo. Beautiful ball for O'Shaughnessy! Daniel O'Shaughnessy gets in there. This could be O'Shaughnessy's last ever game for us. He's got that £80 million release. Manchester City are in for him. So are 2 Saudi clubs. And unfortunately, he just doesn't want to sign a new contract to remove that release clause. And I desperately want to keep O'Shaughnessy, but it's not looking likely with goals like that, though. And if we can get Champions League football, there might be a world where we can give him a new contract and remove that 80 million release clause, because he is that good. I rate O'Shaughnessy so highly. I don't want to lose him, and hopefully with a victory and we get that Champions League notch, that get that Champions League football, we can keep him, because that'll be ideal for next season. Lombardi goes over the top to Cesar, looking for options. Cesar launches one in for Arnold. Duarte gets the clearance. Villar, beautiful pass to Arnold. Back to Villar. Back to Arnold. In for O'Shaughnessy. Takes the chance, turns and shoots, and don't think he was that far off. Bit difficult angle to tell. But Daniel O'Shaughnessy is really getting into the mix now, isn't he? We've got another highlight. Corner from Arnold. Goes to the front post. Basilio gets the clearance. Force for Correo. Bibi from the lane. Oh my. What a finish. Oh, that was absolutely beautiful. I thought he was going to go over. I thought he was going to go for power. Instead, Correo sets it up nicely, takes it on his right foot, switches to the left. Oh, my. That's the type of goals that wins you trophies. That was absolutely beautiful. Love to see that from Bibi. And there's another corner now, just a few minutes later. Arnold looking for Koistra. Can't find him. Bibi will pick this up. He's already scored 1 beauty goal. He's going to try and get into that same position. Cesar, though, trying the same. Oh, that was close as well. I mean, that was the other foot. That would have been some finish, wouldn't it? Well, at half-time, we have absolutely shut out Benfica. They've had 1 shot on target, their goal. That's the only thing they've had, and that came in 5 minutes. Since then, they've had possession, but they're not doing well. We are doing well. I'm going to praise the players. We don't need to make any subs. They haven't made any subs. My assistant manager, again, is on the work the ball into the box phase. Don't think we need to do that right now. Martinez goes across to Villar, who's on a yellow card. That's the only downside of Villar's game. He is a little bit dirty and does tend to pick up a few yellow cards, but I suppose Cesar is kind of the same on that right-hand side. BB plays nicely. A beautiful ball for O'Shaughnessy. And that's a great save there from Turbin. That could have been 3, and that could have been the game. Cesar with the long throw. Goes deep. Doesn't find his antenna, but Chavez picks it up. Cesar trying to dance his way in. He does. He finds Bibi. Going to play back to Cesar. Takes the shot. Hits the bar. It bounces off. Federico Chavez is there. That's the third goal. We're going to Champions League. Give us the trophy. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Federico Chavez stepping up when he needs to. I had question marks over him going into the final half of the season. And you know, I was considering maybe making him the second choice striker and bringing in somebody better with a finish like that. And his performance over the last 5 games, he has been absolutely fantastic for us. I think since the change in this midfield, the roles, he has gotten more and more involved in the game. Arnold's picked up an injury. You know what? Iñaki, come in there, get a bit of a run. Not ideal injury. Hopefully it's not a long-term one. And he'll be fit for next season. Correo. Oliveira. Basilio. Duarte. Essentially, because they're playing with an inverted wing-back and an inverted full-back, essentially they're playing basically with 3 defenders and 2 DMs. Tuccio's chance goes well wide in the end. Yamaguchi is the man going to be taken off, and I see Odenfak is coming on as well. I did mention Odenfak should be starting this game. He's a very good centre mid. It is someone I'm going to be probably scouting for next season because I think we're going to be needing some centre mids. Lombardi, Koistra. Not the best of balls, but Martinez will make it work. Villar back to Martinez. O'Shaughnessy. Villar. Beautiful pass from Villar. And beats his man. Launches to the back post. Beatty with the shot. It's saved from the keeper. And again from Correo's shot. Turban trying to keep them in. That's 2 amazing saves from the Ukrainian goalkeeper, who is retiring after this game, by the way, for Benfica. He has absolutely kept them in this game. We're going to make some subs. We've got some tired legs out there. Correo is one of them. We're going to bring in Busten to play there. Elsewhere, Shaughnessy has run his race. Vada will come in there, who's also possibly playing his last game of the season. Cesar has also run his race. We'll bring Brenner to come in there. And you know what? I think that's good for now. You know, Lombardi on a yellow makes me a little bit nervous. We'll bring on Foley to get a bit of Champions League glory as well. I mean, European glory, not Champions League glory, I guess. But we have played absolutely fantastic. The likes of BB, Chavez, both our midfielders, and Shaughnessy and Correo really dominated this game. Like I said, I desperately want to keep him. And hopefully, with us now securing Champions League football, although it's not over yet, we can give O'Shaughnessy a new contract without that 80 million release clause. I'll give him all the money he wants. I'll make him top earner. He is that good, in my opinion. Him and Correo in the midfield are absolutely brilliant. We've done it. We've won the game. We have beaten Benfica in the Europa League finals. We're stepping up to grab that trophy, that amazing, beautiful Europa League trophy. It will be Cesar to lift it. He has captained the squad throughout the season, basically. Vada has been sort of a vice-captain. And there we go. Cesar lifts the trophy aloft. Absolutely fantastic. We are Europa League champions. Here we go. Our first European success, guys. Or did we win the Conference League last season? Or the season before? I don't think we won the Conference League. We won the Europa League, though. Absolutely fantastic. Celebrate away, boys. Celebrate. I'm so happy with everybody. And does that mean we get Champions League? It does mean we get Champions League football. There's the confirmation. UEFA Champions League next season. What are our budgets? What do we have to spend to make a Champions League squad? We've got £84 million to spend and a wage budget of 43,000, which isn't great, but I mean, we can jigger that a little bit. I think the first thing of the day is, though, get O'Shaughnessy to stay. That, I think, is very important. Daniel O'Shaughnessy. He's wanted by Brighton, Everton, Man City, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Hoffenheim. He's currently on 54,000. He's at release clause of 80. Discuss new contract with manager. Wouldn't be interested in signing. He isn't perpetuating his contract at this time as a result of interest being shown from him elsewhere. All right. When we're back, I suppose we've got a transfer special coming up. Ogharidi is one of the top managers in South Africa. Look at that. That is it, guys. We'll see you again probably in June around there. Arnold is injured. He's out for 6 months. Oh, he's going to miss the start of the next season. Oh, fractured lowered leg. Anyway, I'm out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We've got a transfer special coming up tomorrow. Make sure you tune in for that. For now, though, your boy, the Vaslap, has got Champions League football, baby. We'll see you next time. Peace. Chicken grease.